Gary, over to you.
Well, every time the new year comes around, we promise ourselves something, whether it's to lose weight, quit smoking, or exercise more. But a lot of the time, we don't keep that promise. It's kind of hard to do. We have psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober here to explain why this happens and how we can stick to those resolutions. I think some tips are always handy because you get motivated, you do it for like 2 weeks, and then it kind of drops off. So what are we doing wrong?
Well, the thing to remember is that we are creatures of habit.
Yes.
We engage in patterns of behavior, and we stick to those patterns of behavior because we find comfort in the structure. So to change the pattern of behavior requires very small steps and really careful planning before you're going to actually do it.
So does that mean not setting, these vague goals sometimes, like I want to lose weight? Does it have to start with those smaller goals first, like I'm going to buy more healthy food when I go to the grocery store? I mean, how do we go about setting realistic goals?
Well, the thing is, you have to realize that in any type of behavior that people do not change overnight. It takes time. So if you're going to say, well, I want to get into going to the gym, you might start off with 2 times a week. You don't have to stay for 2 hours each time. Maybe just go for a half hour. And if you can start off small, then you'll have small victories which will reinforce the behavior.
And you said even that first time you go to the gym is a big victory in itself.
It's hard for people that go to the gym, and it's hard for people that have never been to the gym, because you know that when you go to the gym and you used to go to the gym, you're discouraged by how much weaker you are or how much less endurance you have. So you just have to go into it knowing that you're not going to be as strong as you were before, and you're going to take it slow, and you're not in competition with anyone except yourself.
Okay. Now, you have actually some steps that you're going to recommend we follow to accomplish these goals that we set for ourselves, hopefully realistic goals. So where do we start?
Well, the first step is taking responsibility, not externalizing the blame, realizing that, I'm the one that's responsible for this situation, so I have to take ownership of it, and the only way it's going to change is through me.
Okay.
And then the second step is actually taking the time to make the change. In other words, you have a schedule. It's for, like most people, I'm sure it's very busy.
Because everyone says, where am I going to fit this in my day,
right,
these new habits?
Right. I don't have time to do this. I can't go to the gym. Well, you have to make time to do it, whether it's in the middle of the day or at the beginning of the day. You have to make time, and once you first start making time to do it, it will become part of your routine, and it will start to become automatic.
Okay. Okay. Now, are there certain things, though, that won't necessarily fit into the time of the day? What about quitting smoking? Is that something where you're going to kind of reach out for external help?
Well, quitting smoking, is a little more complicated because, nicotine is very addictive and very reinforcing. So part of it is pharmacological, maybe going on a patch or something like that, having a support system that will reinforce healthy behaviors, and also finding alternative ways to cope with life, which is what people use smoking for, is to cope.
Okay, all right. So give us some other tips to accomplish some of these goals here. We've rearranged our schedule. We've acknowledged that we have an issue. That was the very first step. So from there, where does support system come in?
Well, if you have your family or your friends which help reinforce the behavior and encourage you, or for example, if you're using the gym example, having a personal trainer to say, hey, come on, you can do this, keep going, keep going. It's nice to have someone on the sidelines that's cheering you on.
And a responsibility to actually have to go because you have that appointment.
Absolutely.
That helps as well.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, so any other advice that you have for setting some of the New Year's goals?
Just, again, to set realistic goals. You'll see people at New Year's parties saying, next year I'm going to quit smoking, and next year is a few hours away. You're not going to change overnight. It's just not going to happen. So you have to really take your time to plan it out carefully and set yourself up for small victories so you won't be disappointed.
Okay, and last question here. What is your least favorite goal that you like to see people say? I know some of them are a little self-centered. There are goals after all, but is there one that's just a pet peeve for you at all?
No, I think that in our society today, especially in Miami, we're so looks conscious. It usually seems to be related to their looks. I'm going to get plastic surgery. I'm going to go to the gym. So usually it seems to be something related to aesthetics, the way they look.
Okay, so maybe if we're going for the healthier option there to improve the quality of our life.
That would be certainly more healthy, absolutely.
Dr. Bober, thank you so much.
Nice
Some great ideas. You can find Dr. Bober by giving him a call at 954-967-6776 or by visiting him online. It is Dr. Bober, BOBER.com.